Coming soon to a home theater near you.
The year was 2020. It was the hottest day recorded in Arizona history. Temperatures rose to 118 degrees. Our hair was terminated.
Starring Mariana Gonzalez as Mary Connor. Also starring Carlos Gonzalez as the C-1000.
I'm bald to the bone. I'm gonna take your money, baby. At Matt's Barber Powder. Bald.
How much for a haircut?
Come with me if you want a haircut.
And finally, starring world-renowned hair cutter Matt.
Welcome back, everybody, to Matt's Haircut Videos. I have a few guests here with me today. This is my cousin and friend, Mariana. She's been cutting hair for about 15 years.
15 years, hi.
And this is her husband, Carlos. And I hope you enjoyed our little How to Terminate Hair bit and how that went about. That was for you because we love you and we want to thank you for your audience and your attention. But most important, this platform is for education. So we're going to get into Carlos here. And we're going to be doing a head shave, right, Mariana?
Right. We're going to do a head shave and you're going to do
okay.
Facial shave.
All right, cool. So question, Mariana, for our audience, would you explain the procedure in which you would go about doing a natural head shave on a customer?
Well, first off, I start with the shaving cream. I put it on my hand and then I go on with a towel, hot towel. I do that 2 times and then I proceed to put more shaving cream and then with my straight razor, I just basically shave his head.
Okay, cool. What about hot steam towels and so forth? Do you use that kind of stuff on a regular?
Yes, when it comes to doing a hot towel shave, we always use the steam towels.
Cool. All right, so if we could just zoom in real quick and look at the length of the stubble that we have here. Now, a lot of people think, well, is that really considered a service? But it actually is. Some gentlemen don't always have to want to do head shaving at home. Sometimes they would like the treat of going to the barbershop and getting a head shave because when a gentleman wears facial hair, as you see Carlos here, he has a nice beard that we can work with. I think it's a nice compliment on behalf from a barber or hair cutter to also offer a head shave. So we're going to be exchanging information on how to go about this process. Mariana's going to do the head shave. I'm going to do the beard trim, so enjoy. Okay, Mariana, so talk to me a little bit about how is it that you apply the shaving cream and why, and is the shaving cream extremely hot?
It's warm. It's not too hot. You put the shaving cream to soften the hair while you're preparing for the shave.
Here's a little bit more shaving cream if you need some.
Okay, there. And then after this, we're going to do the hot towel.
Okay,
steam
cool.
towel.
All right, coming up. Careful now, this one's pretty hot here, okay?
Thank you. Ooh.
And do you like to give the customer a warning or do you just slap it on their heads?
I usually ask them, once I'm going to, I tell them this is hot. Let me know if it's too hot for you. If it's too hot, I'll remove it. Are you okay with that?
I'm fine.
Okay. So I usually just keep it there for a few seconds so it starts getting the hair a little softer.
Sure.
We keep it there for a little bit.
Yeah. So to my understanding, when the hot steam towel is on the skin it's softening the skin. Is that right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's softening the skin, opening the pores. That's what the steam towel is for.
Mm-hmm.
To open the pores so the shave is a lot smoother.
Wow, that's great. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I've been asked by customers, they say, why do you guys put a hot steam towel on? Well, that's exactly what I say, and they realize that, and that is something that also people can learn to do at home as well. You know, when they do their own facial shaving,
Right.
Steaming a nice hot towel, depending on how hot their water is. It's unfortunate when no one got hot water at home, because this is a luxury, having the nice steam moisten and soften the scalp. How are you feeling there, Carlos?
I'm doing good.
That feeling okay?
Good.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna remove this one, and I usually do 2 towels.
Okay.
I put a little bit more of shaving cream on, and then I'll repeat the process.
Okay.
So we remove
I'll
this
take
one.
this one. Here's another one.
I'm actually gonna do a little bit more shaving cream
Okay.
before the towel.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
We don't need a whole lot of it, just kind of massage it in there.
I bet that feels really nice.
Oh yes.
This
That
is
really
why
does.
people do this, you know,
Yeah.
like if they go to the barbershop to get it done, they can do it at home,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, every once in a while it's nice
Yeah.
to get pampered. And I mean, this is easy for them to do at home,
Mhm.
but why not go to the barbershop and,
Absolutely.
you know, make them feel good.
Mm-hmm.
So here you go. We're gonna do this again one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it there for a few seconds.
Now here's a question. Have a customer ever asked you or say to you, the towel is too hot?
Yes, I have, and I prove that it's too hot because when you take it off, their head is red. I don't leave it there. That's
Wow.
why I always ask.
Yeah.
You know, let me know if it's too hot, and then
Yes.
I'll just remove it right away.
Wow. So they come out looking like a red lobster after you pull
Right.
the towel out?
Because, you know, on your hands it might not
Yeah.
feel as hot as when you put it on
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
their head.
Yeah.
So once it's ready, we remove it. We put a little bit more shaving cream, and then we start with the shave.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
Okay.
Thank you. You always want to use a new blade when you're going to start a shave.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
there you go.
Nice.
New blade. You close it just in case you don't want to cut your fingers.
Yes.
And
Okay.
then we proceed to get more
Okay.
shaving cream.
More shaving cream? Now, to your opinion, do you think shaving cream is the only lubricant a barber or hair cutter should use to soften and moisten the skin?
No, there is other products that you can use.
Mhm.
I've seen barbers use like a lotion, you know, softening lotions.
Mhm.
I personally like shaving cream,
Yeah.
but you know, you can use other stuff. There's gels, there's, you know, shaving gels, there's other products I'm not,
Mm-hmm.
but this is what I like.
Yeah, shaving cream is great.
Shaving cream is the best for me.
Mm-hmm.
Old school.
Yeah.
So now I don't really have a way to start it. I just pretty
Yeah.
much, you know, usually start on one side.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you remove a little bit of it.
Yes.
I got my towel right here,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just. I usually go
Straight against the grain.
straight against
right
the
off
grain.
the bag. Okay, that's
yes.
cool. Well, that's because
I-
you're an experienced barber. Mm-hmm.
Right. It cuts my time in half. I don't
Yep.
have to go one way and the other.
Yes.
If you know how to use a straight razor,
Mhm.
it's easy. It's fast.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not trying to be fast, but
Yes.
I think it's, for me, the best way to go.
Mm-hmm.
And it's smooth.
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
How does that feel?
Good.
You okay with it?
Yes.
You move the ear so it's not in your way.
Man, I have to confess to you, Mariana, I usually go with the grain first because I still cut and shave like a barber student, but your experience is outstanding.
Thank you.
You're scaring me. But that's awesome.
Up here, we're just gonna kind of play it off a little bit. As there's not that much to cut up there, but there's a few hairs. You never want to miss. Even though you might think there's no hair there, there's always a little bit.
Yes.
Here and there, so you still go over it. Plus, you can get aside from the hair.
Yes.
People have dead skin, and you can get it with the razor too. So you open their pores.
Wow. Yeah, I can imagine that when a gentleman decides to shave himself at home, I wonder if they have a hard time shaving the back of the head, or
Yes.
do you think that's a thing?
I think it is. My husband personally always misses this spot right here, and I always tell him, honey, I always tell him, you missed the spot right here. So sometimes I'm like, I go back and, help him with it, or he just goes back with his razor and does it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be careful too. What I do, that's why when I'm putting the shaving cream, I kind of do a massage.
Yes.
Because sometimes people have like little, bumps or skin tags, and you gotta make sure that you don't cut them.
Yes.
When you're shaving them, you gotta make sure that you don't cut them. So you gotta kind of study the head before you start.
You get a feel for that, right? Yeah. That's very important.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna do this side a little bit. Matt, would you give me a little more shaving cream, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mariana, you're really fierce with that razor. You're actually putting me to shame. I don't even have the guts to cut like this.
I think one of my favorite parts of barbering is using the blade.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably why I try to get it as perfect as I could. I mean, not perfect, but close enough.
Yes.
How are you doing, hon?
I'm doing good.
Good. Just for your viewers, fun fact. This is the first time he's ever let me do this.
Oh my gosh.
Done this.
Wow.
Yes. First time I shave his head. I don't know why, but this is the first time I do it.
So, Mariana, one question. If there were students watching at this moment, do you have any advice for them concerning shaving, either facial shaving or scalp or head shaving?
Just make sure that's why I do the 2 towels on the head, so the pores are open, so the shave is smoother, and just practice your angle with the blade. You know, if you go too flat, you won't cut anything. If you go too deep like that, in this angle, then you would probably cut them.
Wow.
So you have to have the perfect angle, about a 45 degree when you're shaving.
Yes.
I just play with it. Find your angle. Don't play with it like this because then you'll cut someone.
Yes.
But try to find your angle.
This definitely takes practice, right?
Yes, it does. Let me grab a little more shaving cream here.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Once we are done with the shave, I do a towel not too hot, a bit warm to start closing the pores.
Yep.
And then after that, I usually do a little bit of a massage with, any cream that you like.
Cool.
But, I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
That's usually how I do it.
Sure. Yeah. So I guess we all have different ways of doing it, but this is good education.
We're just finishing up right here, and once we're done with this, we do, like I said, a warm towel, not too hot, to start closing the pores.
Yes.
And then we go ahead with our massage. Make sure you move the ear out of the way, because sometimes you might be like, oh, I can do this, and you go like this, and you might cut their ear or go too far in on their ear. You know?
That's horrible.
Yes. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to move the chair the other way. Okay. All right, then, at this point we're pretty much done. You check the head with your hand. You can check it to see if there's any stubble left, and if you have a little bit of stubble left, then you go back and redo it a little bit. Like, right here I missed a little spot.
Yeah.
You just kind of go back and redo it.
Yes.
If you need more shaving cream, you grab a little more. And then after that, you just go ahead and continue the process.
Cool.
Make sure you stretch the skin. That's one part I forgot to say. Make sure you stretch the skin when you're shaving. Some people don't need to stretch it that much, but some other, they have more skin on their head or their face. Make sure you stretch so you don't cut them. And also, another thing that people miss a lot, I've noticed, like they don't do the neck part of, they do the head and they feel like, you see a little hairs, they always miss hairs on their neck. So just make sure you get all the hairs, like right here. We missed a few hairs. There we go. He's all done with the shave.
That's great.
Smooth.
Wow.
And then we continue with the towel.
Okay, so this towel is kind of like a cool towel.
Right.
This one right here.
This one is to close his pores. You just leave it on the head for a little bit.
Nice.
Cool him down.
Yeah. Yeah, because at this point, after all that shaving, the pores are exposed.
Right.
They're open and they're vulnerable, because what they taught us in barber school was that if a customer actually touches his head and there happen to be bacteria in his hands or something, touching doorknobs or whatever, everything that we're touching throughout the day, without realizing, they could expose their scalp to what do you call it? Irritation.
Irritation.
Yeah,
right.
dust particles and things, and bacteria gets into the pores if they're not closed properly after
Right,
shaving.
and then they get bumps.
Yeah.
And they can, you know, they don't realize it, but that's how you get dirt inside your pores.
Yeah, yeah. So it's good knowledge to know.
All right.
So at this point, do you slap on some aftershave and spice up his life, or what do you do after this point, Mariana?
I do the massage first, and then I wipe down the cream that I use with the towel, with another towel, and then I put the aftershave.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so after you just completed a head shave, which was excellent, and I can feel that right now, that's really smooth. What else do you do on top of a head shave, Mariana?
After the head shave, I usually do a head massage. You know, we grab a little bit of cream.
Yeah.
And then I just start with the head massage, a little bit of a, you know, it's just part of the experience of the head shave.
Cool.
Okay. So you just pretty much rub all the cream on his head. And then, you know, you just...
So I assume this is the relaxing finish part of the service, correct?
Right.
In other words, I should just shut up and let you perform?
You can say that.
Okay.
In a good way.
Okay. Or maybe I should use my ASMR voice and be like, what is the next step after this?
It relaxes the muscles. It, you know, helps circulate the blood flow. And I'm pretty sure it feels good. Right?
Yes, definitely. I can feel my hair growing. I'm only kidding.
I usually go like pretty deep on like back of the neck. You know, you usually just go up like this. If somebody's getting this done for you, you know, I know this feels good. We used to practice on each other at at barber school a long time ago, but. And that's pretty much it. You know, you don't have to spend too much time.
Yes.
And then after that, we do another towel.
And I assume it's going to be a cool towel?
It's a cool towel. Just to completely close the pores, remove any cream that you left there. And then after that, we do aftershave, and then we're done.
Cool. So for the aftershave, you're just going to use any kind of aftershave. Is that okay?
Yes, we can use any kind.
Okay.
Whatever
All right.
we have in hand. Ooh. Smells good. That burn after the relaxing time.
So usually it always burns somebody, right? Yeah. That's kind of waking you up.
Sometimes, yes.
This reminds you that the show is over.
Especially if you cut them, you know. There we go.
Wow, that's awesome. How you feeling there, Carlos?
Awesome.
All right.
Good.
Thank you. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. You're done.
You cut me. I won't be back.